And with that being said, welcome to the Saturday Morning Coaching Show right here on Idabel's First 96.7 KBEL, also known as the Idabel Coaching Show. You can hear this show right here live on Idabel's First 96.7 KBEL. And don't forget, we are also on Spotify now. So if you happen to be on the road somewhere and you want to find out what's up with the Warriors, hey, tune in and we will get all the information you need. And once again, good Saturday morning. Warriors coming in off of a big road win in Muldrow last night, 23-14, and really good effort across the board, offense, defense. You kicked it away from Collins, and unfortunately, you gave up a defensive score back. What did you think of last night?
I think we played really well. Truthfully, defense again, giving up only 7 on the night, back-to-back weeks. So I think we finally figured it out and it's clicking. Some key pieces we moved around there. Man, super proud of our defense, man. We've been playing out of this world the last 2 weeks. We got to continue that throughout the rest of this season. Offensively, we were struggling at the first half. Missed a couple big time throws. Third and 8. Missed a double move there on the sideline. Missed a double post by about 2 yards, yard and a half there. Just didn't take advantage of some opportunities. But I'm really proud of the way we ran the ball in the second half, especially to end the game. 8 minutes and 30-second drive. To keep it away from them, that's hard to do, and I'm super proud of our guys up front. They blocked their butts off.
Yeah, keep away from that offense. That is really, really great thinking on that. Now, was that part of the plan to bring in Titus Baker towards the end, because that was like your finisher at running back?
Yeah, it was kind of just one of the things on the spur of the moment. It was 8-minute drive. Quincy needed out. He just had a good defensive stand right there. He needed out, so Jay Sean started the drive. He needed one, and Titus, he played a little bit of running back last year, a little bit in spring, and, he hasn't really got any touches this year, and I was looking for him on the sideline, and he said, "Coach, I'm ready to go. I said, "All right, man, make sure you hang on to this football." And, man, he ran right through people all that drive to finish that thing off. I wanted to get him in the end zone there late.
Right.
That's the only reason we kept running plays, because I wanted to go get another 7 and get him in the end zone. But, he's a baller, man. He balled out on defense. He played his butt off. I'm super excited for that kid and his future.
Yeah, definitely. We may note he's been more aggressive throughout the year, especially on defense, and now you getting some carries on offense. Yeah, we were hoping you would get that last score, because that'd given you the full complement of district points heading into next week, where you definitely have a chance of getting the full 15 easily. But we'll get into that. But running the ball definitely was at a premium last night. Jay Sean ran it good, got into the end zone for the second game in a row, and Quincy finally got in the end zone. I know he ran the ball earlier in his career, but never got in the end zone. He got close, but he finally punched one across, and, you always find a way to get the ball to Benny to get one in the end zone for him. So, Ant kicked a nice field goal there. Was that going right into halftime from, I want to say, 38 yards out. It's there in the scoring plays, and great job all across the board, and that definitely puts Idabel in a really nice position. Going, they're 2-1 in district play now. You got a home game. We got back-to-back home games now. Bear in mind, fans, these next couple of weeks we will be playing on Thursday night, and both games will be at home. First against Locust Grove, and then the following Thursday that will be against Eufaula. Now, correct me, that is now senior night.
Yes, sir.
Senior night and pink out night. So if you got some pink Warrior gear, might want to dust it off, maybe wash it and find it, and come out and support these kids, man. And also good luck to, we got band in Edmond OBA competition. I know that's their state competition, and also the youth. They're playing down the road in Hugo today. So have you had a chance? Well, let's get into the stats real quick.
One more shout out to our unified cheer team. Our Special Olympics went up and qualified for state, I believe, this week or yesterday in Tulsa. So
yeah, congratulations going out to the AWE Special Olympics team. Always doing good things here at Idabel High School. So we'll get into these stats real quick. I didn't really get a chance to, let me see, looking at this, I know y'all are definitely over 150 as a team rushing. Your leading scorer, not leading scorer, that's another sport. Leading rusher was McCollum Dixon, 17 carries for 75 yards. That includes about 3 negative plays, and then there was one that went for no gain. Behind him, you had Quincy Pond, 15 carries for 45 yards and a touchdown. Jay-Sean Dixon, 9 carries for 55 and a touchdown. Titus Baker, your closer at the end, 7 carries for 35 yards. That's 5 yards a carry. So, and then also Jordan Lewis got a couple of carries, 2 carries for 15 yards. Passing, McCollum Dixon was 9 of 17 for 162 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. 1 got returned to the house by Muldrow. Leading receiver, Benny Intefwa, 4 catches, 87 yards and a touchdown. Val Golston, couple of big catches last night. 2 catches for 49 yards. They both went for first down. Moved those chains. And then also Jordan Lewis, 2 catches for 17 yards. Titus Baker also had a 9-yard reception in last night's game. So good job offensively. Defensively, y'all were all over. Now, question, do you think Collins was playing a little gimpy, a little hurt, injured? Because it didn't seem like he had that spark like he normally does.
Yeah, I talked to the coach afterwards. I was trying to figure out, what happened, what was going on with him. He's been limping for a few weeks now, and found out he has turf toe, and that's something that doesn't go away without surgery. I hate that for the kid because he's explosive and he's just kind of doing what he can right now, playing through it, and that's a tough kid over there. So. Yeah,
and I've heard what turf toe is. It's not anything easy to play with. We could tell, even for warm-ups, he wasn't running full 100%. He tried his best in the fourth, though. He tried his best in the fourth quarter to will the Bulldogs to a score, and it just wasn't meant to be last night. From what I have, leading tacklers, McCollum Dixon's up there. Once again, Titus Baker. Man, Raymond Graves, there was a series in the second quarter where he pretty much ruled up front. So, and he also had a tackle for loss. So, big shout out to 72 Raymond Graves out there. Jordan Lewis also multiple tackles. Gio Gonzalez, Quincy Pond. Let me see, am I missing anybody? Jay Sean had a couple. And then Bledsoe had a tip pass. Braylon Galloway had a tip pass that really should have been intercepted.
Yeah.
And then, welcome back, Crew Corsi. He did have an interception. Nearly housed it. Did he just run out of gas there, or what happened?
I just think Crew ain't got the go, man. He's just a little slower. We mess with him all the time about being slow, but man, I'm super excited. That's almost his second pick in 2 weeks back now, and he should have had one versus Stigler. He lost it in the fight at the ground, but. Man, he was right there to get in the end zone. I almost put him in at tight end to throw him a pass, but we were running the ball well, so I just ran it in there. But
right. Was that the one Quincy?
Yes, sir. That was Quincy punched in right there.
Yeah, it's. Hey, he may have a chance to get in the end zone before this season's up, and great overall showing. Shout out to everybody that did make the trip north and over the mountain, and had to deal with a few things coming back. Hopefully everybody that was involved in what happened in Ho Chi Town last night, I hope everybody's okay up there. And what we'll take a quick break. We're going to come back and we'll go over scores from across the district and area. A lot of good football being played in Southeast Oklahoma. I think all of the local teams picked up victories. We'll get into that on the other side of the break. You're listening to the Idabel Coaches Show right here on Idabel's First 96.7 KBEL. And welcome back to the Saturday Morning Coaches Show right here on Idabel's First 96.7 KBEL. Cornelius Hill alongside Coach Kincaid here. Idabel picked up a big road win last night, 23-14. Always a big win going over the mountain. It's always something, regardless of it be football or basketball. You always face we'll say, interesting call or two going over the mountain, but it's always good to go and get that win as well. We're going to go over scores from across the district and then extend it out into the area because it seems like everybody around here picked up victories. Starting in district, you had Eufaula making the trip over to Tulsa, taking on Holland Hall. Holland Hall handled business. Final score 51-21. So they got back on the winning track, to say the least. And then Lincoln Christian traveled down to Locust Grove. Nothing surprising here, 63-0 for Lincoln Christian. It was 49-0 at half. So I'm pretty sure a running clock was involved in the second half, and they got up on out of there and back to Tulsa. And then this one is a bit of a surprise. Shakota down to Stigler, and I kind of foreshadowed this yesterday. There is always something funny whenever you go down to Stigler and play them on their field. Stigler gets the win 35-14. So that actually helps y'all in the district race, correct?
Yes, sir. Gives opportunity to move up to third right now. Hopefully Holland drops another one. We'll be able to move up to second there and have a chance at it. But, yeah, I mean, Stigler, they're a good disciplined team, man. I knew that they were disciplined going in. And you know, Shakota, I don't know if their running back's back. He got injured last week versus Muldrow. So he was a little banged up, and that's their guy that they want to go to. I mean, I think pre-district he averaged 200 yards a game. So that kid can go.
Yeah,
so.
You're talking about Zero.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
I watched a little bit of it once I got in. He wasn't back there. It was number 20 back there toting the rock for Shakota. So I caught a little bit of it early on. I know I'll go back and watch some more of it over the weekend at some point. And then going over in the area, Broken Bow put up some numbers on Stillwell. They go up there and win that one. Final score 70-36. Stillwell must be able to score the ball a little bit because 36 points against Broken Bow leads some things to question about them defensively because no shade, but Broken Bow still has to go. They still have to play Poto and Ada in district, so we'll see how that turns out. Hugo gets a win up in Okmulgee. They win that one 44-6. Congratulations going out to the Buffaloes over there. The one game in McCurtain County last night, Valiant shuts out Henrietta 32-0. Thought that would be a little closer than that because I'm pretty sure Henrietta beat Valiant last year. But, hey, congratulations going out to the Bulldogs. Undefeated still, 6-0 on the season. Hopefully y'all have a good run at it in Class 2A Division II. Also, Antlers picks up a win last night. They beat Morris 41-6. I do believe that game was at Morris. And then a couple of other scores from across southeast Oklahoma. The Durant Lions, they get a win last night against Edison Prep 14-8. And then McAllister beats up on East Central out of Tulsa 55-6. So, a lot of winning going on in southeast Oklahoma. Congratulations to all those teams for picking up victories last night. And any thoughts on those scores?
Yeah, I mean, I did think Henrietta and Valiant was going to be a little bit closer there in that one. Surprised Stillwell was able to put up 36. You know, Stigler actually shut them out earlier in the year.
Yeah,
7-0, and so I was interested to hear that they scored that much. I wasn't surprised that Broken Bow scored 70. I was more so surprised that Stillwell scored 36. But you know, those are some good games, good wins by a lot of teams. Congrats on Coach White over there at Antlers. Good friend of mine right there. I'm glad that he got picked up a win in district play right there.
And then also we were keeping track of, there was a good game between, who was it, Holdenville and Beggs last night. It was tied at 26 at the half, and then Holdenville just shut them down in the second half. I think they went on to win 52-26. That offense they run, it definitely works for them. And, you know, the formation goes left, but, oh, wait, here's the running back or the quarterback taking off to the right side, and next thing you know, he's in the end zone. So, really good team up there in upstate in Holdenville. And let's see, I think we got everything covered, and we're going to come back. We're going to talk some college football. Big game here in a few hours in Dallas, and I've already been getting memes and all kinds of OU Texas stuff. So we'll talk about that when we come back. You're listening to the Saturday Morning Coaches Show right here on Idabel's First 96.7 KBEL. And we're going to get right back into it. Welcome back to the Saturday Morning Coaches Show right here on Idabel's First 96.7 KBEL. Free plug, if you happen to be in town, JD Farms is having their grand opening, their official grand opening right there on Central Street. Looks like they're grilling something. So if you happen to be passing by, maybe you're checking out the farmer's market, go check them out. And all kinds of stuff that they sell, all kinds of meats and warrior gear, the cups and everything that you might want in red and black. Go check them out, and let's get into it. It's going to be a great day to sit back and watch some college football. The game that's going to have everybody's attention here in this area, OU in Texas. That's a 2:30 kickoff on ABC. Line actually started out with Texas being a 1.5 favorite. I do believe that has switched now. OU is now the favorite. As I understand it, John Mateer is probable, so I would think he's going to play. We'll see. Once the ball gets kicked off, and as of about 5 o'clock yesterday, his status was upgraded to probable, and I saw him in practice last week throwing passes, so I had a feeling that maybe he would definitely try and play. Maybe there's some schemes where you get Hawkins in there because he's a pretty good runner. But so I know it's going to be a great atmosphere down in Dallas. You got 92,000 plus, half in crimson, the other half in burnt orange. So have you ever had a chance to make it to an OU Texas game?
No, I haven't. Never really been interested in going for real, but I may have to go. I know that it's a big time rivalry. It's one that when we were in school back in college playing ball, we'd have a game at 2 o'clock and we come in at halftime and check the score of that game. Just because, so many split guys, Texas, Oklahoma at Southeastern, man, it was so split. There was bets and everything else going on between each other in the locker room, and it was crazy. So
yeah, I was at Southeastern, same thing, and it was a split. It's pretty well split across the board, football, and then when I was in band there and everything, yeah, there was some noise talking, and always a good time though. And then they would kind of keep you updated throughout the game. Sometimes you don't mind that 11 a.m. kickoff, so you can get out there and get back to the house and watch that ball game. But once again, 2:30 kickoff. Texas is coming off a loss to your beloved Gators.
Yeah.
What I know Florida won that one 29-21 last week. They hit on a big pass play where that receiver, he spun out of traffic and it went on and scored. So we have to see what Arch Manning does. I think the OU defense is going to be ready to see him. And there are a couple of things that I made note of throughout the week that they kind of point in OU's favor. A couple of fun facts. Winner, 7 out of last 8 games, the winner was the designated road team. So OU is the designated road team. So that kind of plays into their favor. But, do with that what you will. I would also look for a possible breakout game from their running back, Jaden Ott. He played a little bit last week against Kent State. I think he averaged like 5, 6, 7 yards a carry. Between him and Blaylock, could make life interesting for Texas. You definitely got to have that run game going if you want to keep winning and advance, especially in the SEC. You need that run game. Definitely need the line to hold up and get those good blocks in. So I've caught some of the coaches' show yesterday as I was getting ready to head out to Muldrow and everything. So it's going to be a great day for football. We got some other kickoffs that will be of interest. Houston making the trip up to Stillwater to take on Oklahoma State. I think Houston's coming off of a loss against Texas Tech last week. And then also, have you had a chance to talk to Ravion? Utah State at Hawaii tonight. 11 p.m. kickoff local time. So, I mean, you might have a chance to get a nap before the OU Texas game and after the OU Texas game. See if he can find that streaming or on TV somewhere. But I know he's redshirting, but I know he's staying active, practicing and everything like that. And I know he's got a number and everything in case, you might get a chance to see him in a blowout. And, Utah State's actually doing pretty good this year.
He's actually in Hawaii with the team. Okay. So, I'm excited to see if he's going to get opportunity to play tonight. I'll stay up and watch that one for sure. Shout out to my dog Ravion, man. Hopefully you get in there and get some burn.
Absolutely. And Motrell still hurt, correct?
Yes, sir.
Also, happy birthday going out to both Motrell and Mercedes Lopez. They celebrated birthdays earlier this week. Here's the slate of action. I made notice some kickoffs. 11 a.m. kickoffs. You got Ohio State at Illinois. That's going to be a good one. Alabama at Missouri. Alabama don't really make that trip out to Missouri a whole lot, so that's going to be a good game to watch. Pitt at Florida State, and then UCLA at Michigan State. Those are some of the 11 a.m. kickoffs that are happening. Also, here's a game also kicking off at 2:30. Indiana at Oregon. Since Oregon's part of the Big Ten now, Indiana making that trip way far out west to the Pacific Northwest. That'll be a good contest. I think Oregon takes that one. Georgia at Auburn. I think Georgia takes that one. And then also at 2:30, you got Notre Dame at NC State. 6 o'clock kickoffs, you got Texas A&M at Florida. I think A&M is ranked, sixth in the country now?
Yeah, they're up there, yeah.
And then you also got Michigan at USC. That is also a 6:30 kickoff. That's going to be on NBC and Peacock. Texas Tech against Kansas, also at 6:30. Why did Texas Tech change their logo? I liked it as it was, and now they changed it. I don't think that really needed to happen. Just my opinion. But also, finally, LSU at South Carolina on the SEC Network. That will be a 6:45 kickoff. I've been trying to keep track of LSU for Caden Durham. He's been out these last couple of weeks, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to play. And then South Carolina's not shabby, so that's going to be some good football all day long. So, once we get done here, get a chance to get out to the stores, get your snacks, your drinks, and things like that, and, kick back in front of the TV and just chill out for the day. So heading into next week, Idabel hosts Locust Grove. Locust Grove's 0 for the season. Can't overlook the opponent, but, you get a chance to get better, especially playing at home. Note, this game will be on Thursday. Thursday, 7 o'clock kickoff at Warrior Nation Stadium. So, adjust your schedules accordingly. Maybe if you have some PTO, tell your coworkers and boss to prepare to others and come out to Warrior Nation Stadium and watch some Warrior football these next couple of weeks. You got Locust Grove coming down. Really long trip. Fortunately, they come here. And then next week, you got Eufaula coming. And that'll be a great ball game. So we'll keep you updated on everything. And also Monday, the Idabel Middle School football teams, they will host Durant 5:30 at Warrior Nation Stadium, 7th and 8th grade. Will those be separate games between 7th and 8th grade?
Yeah, they'll be separate.
Okay, yeah, because I know they keep enough kids up there to host a 7th and 8th grade team. And then let's see, what else do we have next week? The Idabel High School cross country team, regional meets ahead. Checked into it last night. Coach Harjo probably is not going to like this, but they have to go clear over to Waurika. That is like going west, basically, like clear on the other side of Ardmore over towards Lawton. And then the middle school basketball teams, the 6th grade basketball teams, they'll play at home, I think, Tuesday. So I'll try and check them out. And also, parents, don't forget about your parent-teacher conferences. Those are Monday from, I want to say, 3 to 9. So get a chance to talk with your teachers, find out how your kids are doing, how they're behaving in class. Hopefully they're behaving and taking care of business in the classroom. And that's going to be it. We'll give you all the updates on the Warrior Minute on Monday. Check that out, 7:50, 9:50, and 11:50 a.m. every Monday and Thursday morning. But you know what? From here, that's going to do it. I thank Coach Kincaid for coming by, and we're going to get up out of here and whatever errands we have to run, we're going to do that and then get back to the house. So thanks for tuning in to the Saturday Morning Coaching Show right here on Idabel's First 96.7 KBEL. Don't forget to tune in and catch us on Spotify.